Well, welcome to our business presentation of the Quattro Education System. We're going to take a few moments and walk you through what this business is. But I want you to ask yourself two questions as we proceed. Is this a business where I can honestly make an income? I mean, that's why we're here. We want to be able to have multiple income streams, and is this one that will provide that? First question. And secondly, is this a business that I would be proud of, one that I would be willing to expose to others and know that I'm asking them to consider something that is actually going to provide something for them to have? In other words, they're not going to enter into a program that's going to either be unprofitable or having them spend money only to have nothing in return. Is it a business you'd like to show others? So, those two questions. Does it benefit me and my family, and does it benefit those that I would show this to? Okay. The Quattro Education System is unique in that it provides knowledge. It provides the knowledge to create a real business, and we stress real business. You'll see as we go through why it has to be a real business and not just something that's created to be able to have you pay money so someone else could pay money. No, it's a real business. And we're going to provide you the knowledge to create a real income. And again, the word real is stressed because a real income is one that you can rely on, based on a solid business foundation, providing something that people get real benefit from. And what's unique about the Quattro Education System is this knowledge provides the means to fund the business. So in essence, the business pays for itself. Running this business can create a real income without the individual having to come out of pocket to create the business. Now, why is that so surprising? Well, when you're looking at a business presentation in this format, usually people are talking about putting money into something, and as you put more money in, you get more money out. No, that's not the case at all. But a real business, of course it makes a profit. You wouldn't open up any kind of business for the idea that you're going to have to pay money month after month out of pocket to keep it going. The business pays for itself. So, unique opportunity to provide a real business through the knowledge that we provide so that you create your business. You don't create a program where you work for us or whether you come into a program that we create and then we somehow give you money. No, this is a real business where you've created it so that your customers pay you the income as any real business would. All right, so let's get into some specifics. All right, we do this in two phases, two steps, if you will. The first step is we're going to create a positive cash flow. And how do we do this? Well, we have a unique process. First of all, we know, because we've been doing this for many, many, many years, we know small business, that there are actually cash incentives when you own a business. Why is this? Well, if you consider the fact that the strongest part of any economy is small business, and over half of all small businesses are home-based businesses, you can see that in order to stimulate the economy, even good times and in bad times, there are cash incentives provided to the business owner, because without businesses, there is no economy. So you want to encourage business to have a strong economy. So any free market is going to provide incentives for your business. So knowing this, you can actually create a business. And given the technologies that we have in this day and age, it can be a home-based business because, as you know, unlike perhaps other times, you can now do everything you need to be able to do from your computer. You have more resources than you ever had before. Why would you have to provide, or why would you have to do this other than right there in your own home-based business? What we do, first of all, is we look at the things that you normally have to pay in your life as far as taxes are concerned. Everybody pays taxes, and that's okay. You should pay taxes. We have to pay taxes in order to have the goods and services that the government's providers, no doubt. But what you want to consider is that as a business owner, you're entitled to certain tax incentives that are going to be given to you because of your status as a business owner. In other words, giving you actual dollars and cents credits to give you and encourage you to have this business. So now all of a sudden you're paying less tax. Even the things that you normally use in your life because you're a business owner, or you're able to use them in your business, and now they're things that you would not normally have to pay taxes on. In other words, you're paying less tax on the things that you have. And because you are, you're able to actually create a positive cash flow. Now, let's make sure you understand before we go any step further. These aren't tax loopholes. This is in no way trying to encourage you to find a way to pay taxes that you would normally have to pay. No, it's not to get you to pay less taxes, but it's to get you to pay only the taxes that you're required to pay, what's fair and legitimate. The government really doesn't expect you to pay anything beyond what you're supposed to. So the knowledge of what you're supposed to using your status as a business owner actually creates a positive income from $200 to $600 per month. So who can use this knowledge? Anybody that has an income or anyone that knows someone that has an income. So immediately you set up your business, which entitles you to actually create a positive cash flow. Now, we use this positive cash flow to open our business. All right? Now we're going to market the Quattro Education System. And what actually is that? Well, it's a program designed to generate a solid income. Now let me first of all take a half a step back and explain to you what is necessary for you to be considered a legitimate business owner. Well, one of those things, and you'll see a few others as we progress in the presentation, you have to open a business with the intention of making a profit. If it's a business that you've opened and you intend to make a profit, now, you don't have to be making a profit in order to be able to take advantage of the tax incentives, but you certainly need to have a business that intends to make a profit. We don't open a business just for the sake of being able to reduce our taxes. We open a business for the purpose of creating an income. But the fact that we're a business owner allows us to take advantage of the tax incentives. So you never open a business just to get the tax break. You open a business to generate an income, but because you're a business owner, that creates the positive income, which you now use to actually run the legitimate business. So you'll hear me say constantly a real business, because, again, this is created to provide you the means to actually generate an income with a business that's created for that purpose. And how is that? Well, first of all, the Quattro Education System is going to provide you a program that's going to allow you to basically have the tools that you need to do this. You're going to have access to software tools that manage, market, and maintain your program. These things are done so that you can have what you need to see basically having a place for people to go. For example, a replicated website. You have a website that people can go there and learn about your program and actually become part of your business. You have the means to manage those once they're there. You have the means to actually access the knowledge base that you need so that classes that are held 4 days a week, we provide classes at least 2 days a week, and we provide business presentations on other days a week. When those classes and those presentations are held, information is recorded and is accessible in your program. So that's the first thing we provide you. And you start from day one with hundreds of audio, video, and text that cover all aspects of small business marketing, and administration. So we help you set up the business, teaching you things like what business structures you should use, what type of things you need to apply for, what things you should have in order to get what you need to make this work. So we're there for you step by step, hand in hand, providing real instruction and recorded instructions so that you know exactly what to do to set up this business. So when you go online to the classes and you go online to tap into the knowledge base, this is all part of what's provided, providing you the knowledge to create the business, providing you the knowledge to sustain the business, providing you knowledge to grow the business. And whenever you bring someone into your business, you receive 100% of the proceeds. Now, a lot of times people are saying, wow, that's a lot, 100% of the proceeds. But if you give it a second and think about it, of course you're going to receive 100% of the proceeds. It's your business. When you're selling goods and services, your customers are going to pay you, and you're going to keep the entire amount. Now, does that mean all of its profit? No. You're going to have expenses, of course. But you're going to receive 100% of the proceeds to your business. And these are paid directly to you. They don't go to a third party and then come to you some other way. They're paid directly to you in real time, which, because these funds are paid month after month, in other words, a person is taking advantage of this program and we're providing this education month after month, they're paying you month after month. Therefore, it's a residual income. Residual in that it continues on. From the original time that this person came into your business, they will continue to pay you. So as you add a new person, the business grows. You don't have to go out and find someone new to provide goods and services to each month in order to have income for the next month. You just continually add, which is growth. And when you're able to have all the tools necessary to market a real business, both on and offline, we teach you how to do this with businesses, not just the business model that we're presenting here, but any model that you would want to market your on or offline businesses. We provide you the means to know how to do this. Then we provide something that's a very big asset. You will have access to your own merchant account. You may understand what the term merchant account means, but just for the sake of someone that might not, let's give you a brief definition. A merchant account is this. You have an existing relationship with a bank who knows what you do for a business, wants you as a customer, provides you a merchant account for your business. When your customers, or students if you will, pay you tuition, they use debit and credit cards, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, debit and credit cards to pay you your tuition month after month. As this is paid, it goes directly from them to your merchant account to your bank account. Doesn't go anywhere else. The funds come directly to you via your merchant account, and we establish that relationship for you. This is one of the things that gives you the definition of a real business, is because you actually have a merchant account, which is not something every business has. So this is a big plus. And finally, you're able to experience growth, but as you notice, we have two people in there. You're not only experiencing growth for yourself, but for all the people that you expose to this program. You'll be able to see them growing and prospering because of the relationship that you establish. And I asked you those questions. Is it a business that can create a positive cash flow for you? Yes. And is it something that, while exposing to others, that you can not only be proud of, but know that they are benefiting from it? Absolutely. So we're going to talk a little bit more about what it does. Well, let's talk a little bit about paying and collecting tuitions. First of all, each of your students will pay you $125 per month. That's the tuition. This is broken down in $25. There's also a $25 resource fee, which covers things like the software that we mentioned, the instruction that we mentioned, the support that we talked about. This is for just simply a $25 monthly resource fee. And then they pay you $25 basic tuition and a $100 advanced tuition. So you see, they're able to get the instruction they need and the actual tools that they need directly from us, and by paying you, they're able to now take the knowledge that you provide them access to, and they pay you a monthly tuition of $125. The full tuition of $125, again, is paid monthly. This provides the solid residual income. But it's even better than that. So a person can start as a basic student of $25 and then earns the additional $100, and we call this basically earn while you learn. Because you're licensed to collect the $25 and at the $100 levels, $25 and the $100 levels, in order to do this, you've got to be paying that tuition rate in order to collect these amounts. So once you are paying the $25 tuition level, you now have a license to bring other students in at that level. As you earn the money to go to an advanced tuition, which is the full $125, you can now bring in students at the full advance rate and collect from each of those students $125 per month. But we have something that's program growth, something we call systematic growth. How does that work? Well, the class distribution that is designed to encourage growth and reward activity. How do we do this? By qualifying at each tuition level, you can have people added to your business systematically, systematic growth. Well, what does that exactly mean? What does qualifying mean? Well, let's explain. Basically, you have to understand the concept of a quad. And what does a quad mean? That just simply means 4. We set this up with 4 students. Initially, you have 4 students to become part of your business because of the business model, 4. Now, as we understand these quads, we add these people, and the first 4 that we add are really the only relevant quad that we have to think about, because this systematic growth only pertains to what happens with your first 4 people. You bring in 4 people, and then we take this, the objective basically is to qualify at each of these levels, and we do this by sending our second and our 4th person to the person that enrolled us. This is what we do with our initial quad. We take the second and the 4th person, and now we are qualified to receive systematic growth. A good definition of systematic growth is your business will grow far beyond the efforts that you would normally have bringing people in directly yourself. The system can provide you growth because you qualified. So as you do these, you can now accept the additions to your class from those that you enroll. So now you have the 2 people that are in your class. You had your initial 4, and this is the only time this happens. Your second and 4th have gone on. Your first and your 3rd student are now part of your initial group. So what happens with them? Well, systematic growth occurs as each of these people do just what you did, and they provide 2 students themselves. These new people each pay $125 per month. Okay? And the growth continues as each of these people also provide 2 people in order to qualify. And that's basically how this works. Now, what I'd like you to do, we have to have an action statement. Here's what you do. You get with the person who invited you here. Have we got you interested by saying that this business will pay for itself? Have we gotten you interested in saying that this business will provide you growth from this process that we talked about in terms of systematic growth? Are you interested enough to go a little bit further? Well, here's what you do. You get with the person that invited you, and you go to their replicated website at QES101.com and then their referral link. Go to their referral link and watch the video. It's a little bit less than 10 minutes, and it'll explain the program to you with a little bit more detail. Then you register. It's a free registration. There is no obligation or money involved at this point because we want you to have all the knowledge. We'll provide to you details about the compensation plan, about how the program grows, about how the knowledge is passed on, how the classes work. All of this detailed information once you register from the person who brought you here, and now you're entitled to, through your free registration, access to these details for you to make the right decision, and that is to use the Quattro Education System to be able to build your income and provide those that you expose it to. Anybody that currently has an income or knows someone that has an income can show them how to benefit, increasing their monthly cash flow additionally from $200 to $600, using part of that to open their business to create an income stream that goes far beyond what they would normally have the ability to do. Systematic growth, positive cash flow, it's all part of the Quattro Education System. So get that link, watch that video, register, and with your free registration, obtain all the details necessary for you to be able to actually make that difference that you're looking to make.